Love and age. Love does not discriminate. 10 reasons why sugar daddy dating is becoming more common online. Because we are now in the 21st century, the social stigma associated with having a significant age gap between partners is no longer a serious concern. Women who date older men will tell you that the practice has a number of perks. An increasing number of young women freely acknowledge that they would rather go out on a date with an older man than with someone their own age or younger. The modern-day equivalent of a sugar daddy is a far cry from his counterpart from the 20th century. Who would be more likely to keep such a connection quiet and would take pleasure in attending covert gatherings at undisclosed locations? In today's society, it is not uncommon for an older man to proudly exhibit his younger companion in public settings. The following are 10 reasons why sugar daddy dating is becoming more commonplace online. The comparisons take into account the cumulative effects of age disparity connections throughout the course of time. 1. In general, a woman will have a better experience on a date with an older man who fits the profile of a sugar daddy. Particularly on the first occasion when the two of them meet. He is more likely to advise having coffee or dinner in a busy venue as a first meeting site, or he will be very glad for her to choose a location where she would feel comfortable. Coffee or dinner in a crowded venue is more likely to be his first meeting suggestion. It will be very important for him to make sure that she is relaxed and comfortable during the whole first date. 2. Despite the fact that there are always exceptions to every rule. Women who date older men who have the role of sugar daddy observe a greater degree of respect being provided throughout such relationships. It is frequently more clear that his goal to get her into bed takes a backseat to his interest in pursuing a romantic relationship with her. It is unlikely that he would be interested in a fleeting contact of any kind. 3. The likelihood of a committed partnership is often rather high. The days of his casual flitting about are firmly in the rearview mirror at this point. His more developed perspective was now centered on the myriad of other facets and advantages of being in a loving relationship that lasted for a very long time. 4. The connection known as sugar daddy meets sugar baby is often based on the male's desire to protect and show support towards his younger partner. Nevertheless, many people incorrectly interpret this concept as an arrangement in which sex is exchanged for favors. However, he does not consider sexual activity to be a necessity in any way. If for a second he entertained the notion that the sexual encounters were directly caused by his acts of compassion, it would gravely wound his dignity. 5. Loyalty will also be of utmost significance in the future. Once he identifies his belle, he will have a much reduced likelihood of turning his attention in any other direction, as his desire to guard and assist others will be intensely concentrated. Because the health of the relationship is such an important subject, you can expect him to fiercely argue that point. 6. Bringing old baggage into a new relationship isn't always a good idea. Baggage from the past may baggage into a new relationship an otherwise great chance. This baggage might take the form of family duties, former lovers, or even financial concerns. When compared to younger, immature men, older, more mature men are less prone to let outside factors prevent them from seizing opportunities. He is known to take on his partner's exterior tasks with grace, understanding, and a pleasant attitude most of the time. 7. Although he is not nearly the opportunist he used to be when it comes to his sexuality, his urge to please and fulfill is often more than his need to seek his own pleasure. His definition of foreplay is far more sophisticated than just fumbling about on the sofa, and he will take his time to captivate her intellect. Pillow chat will become a sensitive part of the process and will become an important element of the loving and warm aftermath of those personal interactions as well. 8. Romance is an essential component of every dating relationship, but a sugar daddy would give considerably greater consideration to any romantic recommendations made by his sugar baby. This is shown not just via the giving of flowers, presents, and other tangible items, but also through the holding of her hand in public displays of love. or private messages that are hidden somewhere for her to discover. 9. When it comes to maturity, it is a commonly held belief that a girl of any age is much more mature than a guy of the same age. As a result, it seems to reason that she would have more things in common with a person who is older than her own age. Within the context of the larger scheme, they will maintain each other's attention for longer periods of time, have a greater number of interests in common, and be much closer as friends. 10. The true sugar daddy will take pleasure in spoiling and pampering his young girlfriend and will seize every chance to make her feel like a princess. This does not necessarily mean that he will lavish her with monetary goods, but rather that he will take care of all of her needs in general, creating the impression that she is significant to him, that she is adored, that she is treasured, and that she is safeguarded.